Hi everyone, my name is Sham Parik and I am a student of BSc Chemistry Honours first year. My roll number is 10 and today I am going to read out the chapter Alkyl Halides from the book Modern Approach to Organic Chemistry. So let us start. First we will start with the introduction. The compounds obtained by the replacement of one or more hydrogen atoms of hydrocarbon by corresponding number of halogen atoms are known as halogen derivatives. These derivatives are subdivided as mono, di, tri, tetrahalogen derivatives according to the number of halogen atoms present in the molecule. In addition, the halogen derivatives may be further classified into different classes depending on the nature of parent hydrocarbon. There are two main classes which may be further subdivided as given below. Aliphatic halogen derivatives. These are halogen derivatives of aliphatic hydrocarbons in which one or more hydrogen atoms of the hydrocarbon have been replaced by an equal number of halogen atoms. Depending upon the nature of aliphatic hydrocarbon, they are further divided into three types. Haloalkanes. The halogen derivatives such as CH3Cl, CH2Cl2 and CHCl3 obtained by the replacement of one or more hydrogen atom of alkanes are known as halogen derivatives of alkane. These compounds are very reactive and undergo numerous reactions which are used in the preparation of large number of aliphatic compounds. Monohalogen derivatives of alkanes are commonly known as alkyl halides as discussed below. Haloalkanes. These are halogen derivatives of alkenes. Haloalkenes. These are halogen derivatives of alkenes. Monohalogen derivatives of alkenes are known as alkyline halides. For example, CH2 double bond CHCl, which is known as vinyl chloride, and CH2 double bond CH single bond CH2Cl, which is allyl chloride. Now, let us proceed to haloalkynes. These are halogen derivatives of alkynes. Monohalogen derivatives of alkynes are called alkaline halides. Example, CH triple bond CCl, which is known as chloroethane, and CH triple bond CH2Cl, which is known as 3-chloroprop-1-ine. Halogen derivatives of aromatic hydrocarbons. These are halogen derivatives obtained by the replacement of one or more hydrogen atoms of aromatic hydrocarbon by halogen atoms. This may be subdivided as nuclear substituted derivatives. These are halogen derivatives of aromatic hydrocarbon in which the halogen atom is directly attached to the benzene nucleus. For example, chlorobenzene and orthobromotoluene. Side chain substituted derivatives. These are halogen derivatives of aromatic hydrocarbon in which the halogen is linked to the carbon of the side chain. For example, benzyl chloride CH2Cl, and in C there is a benzene ring attached. The side chain derivatives are very reactive compounds which are similar to halogen derivatives of alkanes. On the other hand, nuclear derivatives are much less reactive and undergo only few substitution reactions under strong conditions. In this chapter, we will discuss the chemistry of alkyl halides. Alkyl halides or monohalogen derivatives of alkanes are the compound obtained by the replacement of one hydrogen atom of an alkane by a halogen atom. They have the general formula CnH2n plus 1x or Rx, where X represents halogen atom and CnH2n or R stands for an alkyl group. In a wider sense, however, alkyl halides include even side chain monohalogen derivatives of alkyl benzenes and cycloalkanes. For example, benzyl chloride and cyclohexyl chloride. It must be noted, however, that the compounds containing halogen directly attached to benzene ring are in no case covered by the term alkyl halides. Such compounds are called aryl halides, and they differ widely from alkyl halides in their method of preparation and properties and are treated separately. Now, let us go on classification of alkyl halides. Alkyl halides may be further subdivided as primary, secondary, and tertiary halide according as the halogen is attached to primary, secondary, or tertiary atom. For example, for primary it is N-propyl iodide, for secondary it is isopropyl chloride, and for tertiary it is tert-butyl bromide or 2-bromo-2-methyl propane. Alkyl halides are amongst the most reactive organic compounds. The alkyl halogen can be easily replaced by nucleophilic reagents. Substituted alkyl halides exhibit the properties of other substituted groups also. For example, benzyl chloride CH2 benzene ring CH2Cl displays the reaction of aromatic nuclease also in addition to the characteristic reaction of alkyl halides. Now, let us move on to nomenclature. Common system. In this system, individual alkyl halides are named as halides of the particular alkyl group present in the molecule. For example, CH3Cl is named methyl chloride, while CH3CH2I is named ethyl iodide, and so on. IUPAC system. According to this system, these compounds are named as given below. The longest straight chain of carbon atom, including the carbon which carries the halogen, is selected, and the alkane corresponding to this chain is taken as the parent alkene. The straight chain is numbered from the end, which gives the smallest number to the carbon carrying the halogen. The names of the halogen, chloro, bromo, or ido, and the side chain along with their points of attachment are added before the name of the parent alkene. For example, we have 2-chloro 3,4 dimethyl pentane, and the common and IUPAC name of few members are given. CH3Cl, methyl chloride, and the IUPAC name is chloromethane. So the sequence will be first formula, then common name, then IUPAC name. CH3 CH2Br, ethyl bromide, bromoethane. CH3 CH2 CH2I, N propyl iodide, 1 idopropane. CH3 CHI CH3, isopropyl iodide, which is 2 idopropane. CH3 CH2 CH2 CH2Br, N butyl bromide, 1 bromobutane, and so on. So now we will discuss about structural isomerism in alkyl halides. Higher members of alkyl halides show two types of structural isomerism as given below. Chain isomerism. Alkyl halides containing 4 or more carbon atoms can exhibit chain isomerism. For example, the two chain isomers of C4H9Cl, which is chlorobromine, are chlorobutane are CH3 CH2 CH2 CH2Cl, which is 1 chlorobutane, and CH3CH CH2Cl, and to the second CH there is a CH3 attached, which is isobutyl chloride. Position isomerism. Alkyl halides having 3 or more carbon atoms can exist as position isomers. For example, idopropane can exist in the form of 2 position isomers as N-propyl iodide and isopropyl iodide. In general, the total number of structural isomers of an alkyl halide is 2 raised to the power n minus 2, where n is the number of carbon atoms. Thus, there are 4 isomers having the molecular formula C4H9Cl and 8 isomers having the molecular formula C5H11Br. And here is the problem discussed. So we will not discuss about the problem. So now we will discuss about the method of preparations. The important method of preparation of alkyl halides are discussed below. From alcohols, haloalkanes are generally prepared by the replacement of hydroxy group of an alcohol by halogen atom. This can be done by using different halogenating reagents as given below. Action of hydrogen halides. Alcohols are converted into haloalkanes by reaction with hydrogen halide under suitable condition. Primary and secondary alkyl chlorides are obtained by passing HCl gas into corresponding alcohol in the presence of anhydrous zinc chloride, which is known as Group's process. For example, ethanol, when reacted with HCl in the presence of anhydrous ZnCl2, it gives chloroethane. And similarly, when 2-propanol is treated with HCl, which is in gaseous state, in the presence of anhydrous ZnCl2, it gives 2-chloropropane. Tertiary alkyl chlorides can however be obtained by reaction between tertiary alcohol and concentrated HCl, even in the absence of anhydrous ZnCl2. Now, if we react 2-methyl-2-propanol in the presence of concentrated HCl, it gives us 2-chloro-2-methylpropane. Alkyl bromides and iodides can be obtained by heating the alcohol with excess of constant boiling HBr, which is 48%, or HI, which is 57%. For example, if we react 1-propanol with HBr, it gives us 1-bromopropane. And if we react ethanol with HI, it gives us iodoethane. But in actual practice, hydrogen bromide and iodide are usually prepared in situ, that is during the reaction, by using sodium bromide and concentrated sulfuric acid, or potassium iodide and phosphoric acid. For example, CH3CH2OH, which is propanol, when treated with sodium bromide, NaBr, and H2SO4, it gives us bromoethane and H2O plus NaHSO4. In the above reaction, the order of reactivity of halogen acid towards alcohol is HI greater than HBr greater than HCl. This is because the reaction involves the nucleophilic attack of halide ion on alcohol. Since the order of nucleophilicity of halide ion is I greater than Br greater than Cl, the reactivity of hydrogen halide follow corresponding order, that is HI greater than HBr greater than HCl. The order of reactivity of alcohol towards halogen acids is tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary. Majority of these reactions involve the formation of carbocation intermediate. As the order of stability of carbocation is 3 degree greater than 2 degree greater than 1 degree, the reactivity of alcohol towards the corresponding order is same. The reaction of HCl with primary and secondary alcohols require the use of catalysts such as anhydrous zinc chloride because both HCl and 1 degree or 2 degree alcohols have low reactivity. Anhydrous ZnCl2 helps in the cleavage of CO bond of alcohols. Action of phosphorus halides. Action of the phosphorus halide on alcohol converts them readily into alkyl halides. 3ROH plus PX3, where X can be chlorine. It gives us 3RX and phosphoric acid. The alkyl chlorides are produced by reaction between alcohols and PCl3 or PCl5. For example, when we treat 1 propanol with PCl5, it gives us 1 chloropropane and POCl3 plus HCl. And similarly, when we treat 2 propanol with PCl3, it gives us 2 chloropropane and H3PO3. In case of the preparation of alkyl bromides and iodide, PBr3 and PI3 required for the reaction are not very subtle, stable compounds. These are generally produced in situ by the action of red phosphorus or bromine or iodine, that is 2P plus I2, which gives us 2PI3. And if we treat 1 propanol with PI3, it gives us 1 idopropane and H3PO3. Now let us discuss about the action of thionyl chloride. Alkyl chlorides are conveniently obtained by reaction between thionyl chloride and alcohols in the presence of pyridine, ROH plus SOCl2, which is thionyl chloride. When reacted in the presence of pyridine, it gives us RCl, and SO2 and HCl are liberated. And this is the best method to prepare alkyl halides, as the side products are SO2 and HCl, which are both gases. For example, if we treat ethanol with SOCl2 in the presence of pyridine, it gives us chloroethane, and SO2 and HCl gases are liberated. Addition of hydrogen halide to alkenes. Addition of hydrogen halide to alkenes yield alkyl halides. For example, if we treat ethane with HI, it gives us iodoethane, and if we treat propane with HCl, it gives us 2-chloropropane. It may be recalled that in case of unsymmetrical alkenes, the above addition reaction takes place according to Markovnikov rule. The rule states that when addition across an unsymmetrical double bond takes place, the positive part of the addendum goes to the carbon atom with a greater number of hydrogen atoms. It should be remembered, however, that Markovnikov rule is not always applicable in the presence of organic peroxide. The addition of HBr but not HCl or HI to alkenes does not follow the said rule. This anti-Markovnikov addition to alkene is known as peroxide effect or Kharash effect. Halogenation of alkanes. Direct halogenation of alkanes under the influence of light results in the formation of alkyl halides. For example, if we treat methane with Cl2 in the presence of light, it gives us chloromethane and HCl. This is an example of substitution reaction. In actual practice, this method results in the formation of mixtures of mono, di, tri and tetra halogenated compounds. At the same time, even monohalogenation of higher alkenes give a mixture of isomeric monosubstituted products. For example, CH3, CH2, CH3 when treated with Cl2 and light it gives us N-propyl chloride plus isopropyl chloride. Therefore, this method is used only industrially where complete separation of the mixture obtained may not be necessary. Iodine fluoroderivatives are seldom prepared by this method. This is because iodination is reversible in nature while fluorination takes place explosively. By halide exchange, Finkelstein reaction. Alkyl iodides can be conveniently prepared by treating the corresponding alkyl bromide or chloride with a solution of sodium iodide in acetone. For example, bromoethane plus NaI in the presence of acetone gives us iodoethane plus NaBr. As compared to sodium iodide, sodium bromide is less soluble in acetone and gets separated during the course of the reaction. As a result, the reaction equilibrium shifts in the forward direction. From silver salts of carboxylic acids, alkyl chlorides and bromides can be prepared by the action of chlorine or bromine on the silver salt of certain carboxylic acids dissolved in carbon tetrachloride, Borodine-Hunsdiker reaction. RCOOAg, which is silver salt of carboxylic acid, when treated with Br2 in the presence of CCl4, it gives her RBr plus CO2 plus AgBr. While alkyl bromides can be obtained in fairly good yields by this method, the yield of alkyl chlorides are poor. With iodine, silver salt gives ester instead of alkyl chlorides. Now let us move towards the physical properties. Physical state. The lower alkyl halides such as methyl chloride, methyl bromide and ethyl chloride are colorless gases. Methyl iodide and majority of higher members are colorless, pleasant smelling liquids. Members with very high molecular weights are solids. Alkyl iodides turn brown on standing due to their decomposition by light. boiling points. In general, alkyl halides have considerably higher boiling points than the corresponding hydrocarbons. This is due to the fact that alkyl halides have higher molecular masses than corresponding alkanes and are also polar in nature. Therefore, they have stronger intermolecular force of attraction than the corresponding alkanes. Amongst the alkyl halides themselves, the following points may be noted. For given alkyl group, the boiling point of haloalkanes follow the order Ri greater than Rbr greater than Rcl. This is because the magnitude of intermolecular forces decrease with the decrease in the size of halogen atom. For given halogen, the boiling point of alkyl halides increase with increase in the size of alkyl group. This can be attributed to the increase in molecular size, which leads to greater intermolecular interaction. For isomeric alkyl halides, the boiling point decreases with branching. This is because branching of the chain decreases the surface area and consequently the intermolecular forces of attraction becomes weak. Solubility. Even though they are polar in nature, alkyl halides are insoluble in water. This is because alkyl halides can neither form hydrogen bonds with water nor break the hydrogen bonds already existing between water molecules. They are, however, soluble in the organic solvents. Density. Alkyl chlorides are lighter than water, whereas bromides and iodides are heavier, the densities being in the order Ri greater than Rbr greater than Rcl. With increasing size of the alkyl group, the densities go on decreasing. Chemical properties. Alkyl halides are one of the most reactive classes of organic compound. They undergo a variety of synthetically important reactions involving nucleophilic substitution, elimination, reduction and formation of Grignard reagents. Naturally, therefore, they are regarded as one of the most important synthetic reagents in organic chemistry. The important reactions of alkyl halides are discussed below. Nucleophilic substitution (SN) reaction. Alkyl halides contain sigma bond between sp3 hybridized carbon and halogen atom. The halogen atom is more electronegative than the carbon atom attached to it. Therefore, the carbon halogen is partially polarized. The carbon acquiring small positive charge and the halogen getting some negative charge. The positively polarized carbon can be easily attacked by nucleophilic reagents. When an alkyl halide is treated with stronger nucleophilic reagent, the halogen is readily displaced as halide ion, which is a weak nucleophile as shown below. Thus, alkyl halides undergo a number of reactions called nucleophilic substitution reactions, in which the halogen is displaced as halide ion by stronger nucleophilic reagent, giving a large variety of products. The nucleophilic reagent may be negative charged ions such as OH-, Cn- and OR, generally added in the form of its sodium or potassium salt, or a neutral molecule having an atom with lone pair of electrons such as NH3 or RNH2. The halogen atom which departs along with the bonding pair of electrons is known as leaving group. It may be seen that in the nucleophilic substitution reaction, the carbon-halogen bond undergoes heterolytic cleavage and the lone pair of electrons of the nucleophile is used to form a new bond with carbon atom. Order of reactivity with respect to halogen: Cf greater than CCl greater than CBr and greater than Ci. The reactivity of alkyl halides depend upon the nature of halogen atom. It is found that carbon-halogen bond strength follows the particular order. The CF bond has the smallest bond length due to the small size of fluorine, and therefore it has a maximum strength. As the bond length goes on increasing, with the increase in size, bond strength goes on decreasing. Since Ci bond is the least strong, it is broken most easily, so that alkyl iodides are the most reactive, and the reactivity decreases in the order Ri greater than Rbr greater than Rcl greater than Rf. In other words, it can be said that iodide ion departs from the alkyl halide most readily and is the best leaving group. In the order of ease of elimination of leaving group is iodine greater than bromine greater than chlorine greater than fluorine. Order of reactivity with respect to different alkyl groups. For different alkyl halides containing the same halogen, the order of reactivity is largely determined by the exact mechanism of the reaction as discussed subsequently. Replacement of halogen by hydroxyl group. Formation of alcohol. When treated with aqueous solution of potassium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide or moist silver oxide Ag2O or H2O, which furnish OH ions, alkyl halides react with OH ions to form alcohols. Rx plus OH, which gives ROH plus X. For example, ethyl iodide, when treated with KOH in the aqueous form, it gives ethyl alcohol. Replacement of halogen by alkoxyl group. Formation of ethers. On treatment with sodium alkoxide, alkyl halides react with alkoxide ions to form ethers. The reaction is called Williamson synthesis and is useful method for preparing ethers. Rx plus OR, which gives us ROR plus X minus. For example, ethyl bromide when treated with sodium ethoxide gives us diethyl ether. Alkyl halides also react with dry silver oxide to form ethers. For example, 2C2H5Br plus Ag2O gives us C2H5O C2H5 plus 2AgBr. Replacement of halogen by cyano group. Formation of cyanides or nitriles. When treated with alcoholic solution of potassium cyanide, alkyl halides react with cyanide ion Cn- to furnish mainly cyanides or nitriles along with small amount of isocyanides. Rx plus Cn- gives Rc triple bond N plus X-. For example, methyl iodide when treated with KCN gives us methyl cyanide. Hydrolysis of cyanides themselves yield amides or carboxylic acid depending on reaction condition. For example, methyl cyanide when treated with H2O in the presence of alkaline H2O2 gives us acetamide. Reduction of cyanides produces primary amines. CH3CN when reacted with 4H reduced with 4H in the presence of Na and ethanol gives us ethylamine. This reaction is known as Mendes reduction. Reaction of alkyl halides with potassium cyanide is very useful for increasing the length of carbon chain and thus preparing higher member of a class of compound from its lower member. Replacement of halogen by isocyanide group. Formation of isocyanide or isonitriles. Alkyl halides react with silver cyanide at high temperature to give isocyanides Rn triple bond C along with small quantities of cyanides. Rx plus AgCN gives us Rn triple bond C plus AgX. Explanation of simultaneous formation of cyanide and isocyanide. Cyanide ion is a typical nucleophilic reagent as it has got a lone pair of electron on carbon and another lone pair of nitrogen. Therefore, carbon as well as nitrogen can act as nucleophilic centers. Accordingly, either carbon or nitrogen may get linked to alkyl group to give rise to cyanides or isocyanides. A nucleophile such as cyanide ion which has more than one reactive site is known as ambidentate nucleophile. Now, replacement of halogen by carboxylate group. Formation of esters. When heated with silver salt of carboxylic acid, alkyl halides react with carboxylate ions RCOO- to yield esters. Rx plus RCOO- gives us RCOOR plus X-. For example, ethyl iodide when treated with silver acetate gives us ethyl acetate. Replacement of halogen by nitro group NO2. On heating with silver nitride, alkyl halides give mainly nitroalkanes along with a small amount of alkyl nitrite. RON double bond O. Rx plus AgNO2 gives us nitroalkane plus NaX. For example, ethyl iodide when treated with AgNO2 gives us nitroethane. Replacement of halogen by nitrite group. Formation of nitrites. On reaction of alkyl halides with sodium or potassium nitrite, however, the main product is alkyl nitrite. Rx plus NaNO2 gives us R single bond O N double bond O plus NaX, that is alkyl nitrite. Replacement of halogen by amino group. Formation of amines. On being heated with an alcoholic solution of ammonia, alkyl halides first change into primary amines. As the amine formed is nucleophilic itself, it reacts further with alkyl halides to yield ultimately a mixture of primary, secondary and tertiary amines and quaternary ammonium salt. This reaction is known as Hofmann ammonolysis reaction. For example, when ethyl iodide is treated with NH3, it gives us ethylamine. When ethylamine is treated with C2H5NH2, when ethyl iodide is treated with C2H5NH2, it gives us diethylamine. And when this diethylamine is treated with ethyl iodide, it gives us triethylamine. And when the triethylamine is treated with ethyl iodide, it gives tetraethyl ammonium iodide. In actual practice, the alkyl halide is initially attacked by nucleophilic ammonia to form a primary amine salt. The salt further undergoes a equilibrium reaction with ammonia to give free primary amine. Replacement of halogen by hydrosulfide group. When treated with potassium hydrosulfide KSH, alkyl halides react with hydrosulfide ion SH- to form thioalcohols RSH. Rx plus SH gives us RSH plus X-. For example, ethyl iodide when treated with hydrosulfide gives us ethyl thioalcohol. Replacement of halogen by mersaptide group. Formation of thioesters. When treated with sodium mersaptide RSNA, alkyl halides react with mersaptide ion Rs and are converted into thioethers. For example, ethyl bromide when treated with sodium methyl mersaptide gives us ethyl thioether. Replacement of halogen by alkyl group. Formation of alkanes Woods reaction. On reaction with sodium in dry ether, saturated alkyl halides change into alkanes. It is believed that sodium initially reacts with molecule of alkyl halide to form alkyl carbanion. This being nucleophilic in nature, reacts further with another molecule of alkyl halide to yield an alkane. For example, when methyl bromide is treated with 2 moles of sodium in the presence of dry ether, it gives ethane and 2 NaBr. Replacement of halogen by alkyl group, formation of alkynes. When treated with sodium salt of alkynes, alkyl halide react with alkaline ion to produce higher alkane. For example, ethyl bromide when treated with sodium acetylide gives 1-butyl. Replacement of groups derived from malonic ester to acetoacetic esters. Formation of substituted malonic esters and acetoacetic esters. On reaction with carbanions derived from malonic ester or acetoacetic esters added in the form of sodium salts, alkyl halides give rise to substituted malonic ester or substituted acetoacetic esters. For example, carbanion derived from when carbanion derived from malonic ester is treated with RX, it gives alkyl derivative of malonic ester. Replacement of halogen by aryl group, formation of alkyl benzene, Fourier-Crafts reaction. On treatment with benzene and its homologous alkyl halides furnish alkyl benzenes. For example, methyl chloride when treated with benzene in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3 gives us toluene and HCl. Other reactions: elimination reaction, dehydrohalogenation. When heated with a base such as alcoholic solution of potassium hydroxide or sodamide, an alkyl halide undergoes elimination reaction by the loss of halide ion together with hydrogen ion form an adjacent carbon, that is beta hydrogen. Thus, alkyl halide get dehydrohalogenated on reaction with alcoholic potash or sodamide to form alkenes. For example, N-propyl bromide when treated with KOH gives propylene. Sometimes an alkyl halide can undergo elimination in 2 different ways, forming a mixture of products. The preferred product is in such a reaction in the alkane, which is more highly branched at the double bond carbon atom. This generalization is known as Sidzeff rule. Reduction of alkyl halides. On treatment with nascent hydrogen produced from a metal and an acid or ordinary hydrogen in the presence of catalyst, alkyl halides get reduced to form hydrocarbons. For example, ethyl bromide when treated with when reduced in the presence of Zn or HCl, it gives ethane. Reaction with active metals. Alkyl halides react with active metal like lithium, sodium and magnesium to form different products. Reaction with magnesium. Formation of Grignard reagent. Alkyl halides react with magnesium in dry ether to form alkyl magnesium halides known as Grignard reagent. Ethyl iodide when treated with Mg in the presence of dry ether, it gives ethyl magnesium iodide. Reaction with lithium. Alkyl halides react with lithium in dry ether to form alkyl lithium. For example, N-butyl bromide when treated with 2 lithium in the presence of dry ether gives N-butyl lithium. Reaction with lead-sodium alloy. When heated with an alloy of lead and sodium, alkyl halides form tetraalkyl lead. Isomerization. On heating to about 573 Kelvin or even low temperature in the presence of a Lewis acid such as anhydrous AlCl3, alkyl halides undergo isomerization to form products in which the position of halogen is changed, but carbon skeleton remains the same. For example, N-butyl bromide when reacted in the presence of dry ether gives cyc-butyl bromide. Types of nucleophilic aliphatic substitution, first order and second order reaction. We have learned above that alkyl halides undergo a variety of nucleophilic substitution reactions. Interesting to note, however, that all nucleophilic substitution reactions do not take place by the same mechanism. On the other hand, there are 2 different mechanisms possible for nucleophilic aliphatic substitution. These are bimolecular nucleophilic substitution abbreviated as SN2 and unimolecular nucleophilic substitution abbreviated as SN1. Let us illustrate these mechanisms. Bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction SN1, where S stands for substitution, N for nucleophilic and 2 for bimolecular. According to this mechanism, the reaction is believed to take place by a concerted process involving a single step. Attack of hydroxyl ion or any other nucleophilic reagent takes place simultaneously with the loss of halide ion, that is the bond between carbon and hydroxyl ion is being formed at the same time, then that carbon halogen bond is being broken. OX plus RX gives us ROH plus X minus. This means that rate of reaction depends upon the concentration of both reagent. R depends upon Rx and OH. It follows second order kinetics. A single step nucleophilic substitution reaction of this type, which proceeds by simultaneous collision of two particles, is known as bimolecular nucleophilic substitution, or SN2. A simple and prominent example of SN2 substitution is provided by hydrolysis of methyl bromide by hydroxyl ions in aqueous solution. The reaction may be depicted as nucleophile, that is OH, and tetrahedral. Methyl bromide is the substrate, and the transition state takes place and the product is formed. It may be noted that hydroxyl ion attacks the carbon on the side opposite to bromine, because attacking nucleophile cannot approach the methyl bromide molecule from any other side due to repulsion by the negatively polarized bromine. This is referred as backside attack and is supported by stereochemical evidence. As the hydroxyl ion approaches the carbon atom from the backside, a transition state is reached in which there is partial formation of COH bond and at the same time a partial breaking of CBr bond. As the electron on hydroxyl ion being to be shared by carbon, the negative charge on the hydroxyl ion decreases. Similarly, bromine develops a partial negative charge as it partly removes the pair of electrons shared with carbon. The transition state is quickly transformed into the final product, that is methyl alcohol and bromide ion. Since the formation of transition state involves collision between two particles, the reaction is obviously bimolecular. This is confirmed by the fact that rate of reaction depends upon concentration of both hydroxyl ion and methyl bromide. Stereochemistry of SN2 reaction. The postulation of backside attack by the nucleophilic reagent in SN2 reaction requires that the configuration of the product should be opposite to that of the reagent. This has been found to be so in actual practice and can be clearly shown by considering the alkaline hydrolysis of optically active 2-bromo-octane. It should be worthwhile to note before proceeding further that 2-bromo-octane has the same configuration as 2-octanol. Now the hydrolysis of 2-bromo-octane with aqueous sodium hydroxide solution follows SN2 mechanism and results in the formation of 2-octanol. In view of similar configuration of -2-bromo-octane and -2-octanol, the configuration of +2-octanol must be opposite to that of -2-bromo-octanol. As such, the reaction may be represented as -2-bromo-octane gives us +2-octanol. It is apparent that the OH group occupies a position opposite to that previously occupied by Br, or in other words, the configuration of alcohol is opposite to that of bromide. Such a reaction in which configuration of product is opposite to the reactant is known as inversion of configuration. All SN2 reaction proceed with complete inversion of configuration. Factors influencing the occurrence of SN2 reaction. The occurrence of SN2 reaction and their relative rates in different cases depend upon the following factor: nature of alkyl group in alkyl halide, steric factor. In order to compare the relative reactivity of alkyl halides in SN2 reaction, let us first discuss the effect of size of the group attached to the carbon carrying the halogen atom. To understand this, may be noted that in case of the hydrolysis of methyl bromide, the reactant and the product contain tetrahedral carbon, but in the transition state the carbon is bonded to 5 atoms. When the hydrogen atom is in methyl bromides are successively replaced by larger groups such as CH3 and C2H5, there is an increased crowding around the central carbon. This gives rise to particularly strong non-bonded interaction in the transition state because of the presence of 5 groups attached to the same carbon. As a result, the energy content of the transition state rises, and so that EACT for its formation naturally, therefore the rate of the reaction slows down. It is clear from the above discussion that the relative reactivities of alkyl halides in the SN2 reactions are mainly related to steric factors, that is, factors pertaining to the sizes of the group. In keeping with this observation, the order of relative reactivities in such reactions is found to be methyl halides greater than primary halides, greater than secondary, and then followed by tertiary halides. Electronic factors. Let us now have a look at the electronic distribution in the transition state and the reactants in SN2 reaction involving hydrolysis. In the transition state, there is partial formation of bond between carbon and hydroxyl ion, which tends to impart a negative charge to carbon. At the same time, there is partial heterolytic cleavage of carbon-halogen bond, which tends to impart a positive charge to carbon. Since these processes occur simultaneously, the net charge on the carbon in the transition state is practically the same as that in the reactants. Thus, the stability of the transition state and the corresponding reactant would be affected to the same extent by both electron releasing and electron withdrawing substituents. As such, electronic factors have no significant influence on the reactivities of alkyl halides in SN2 reactions. Nature of halogen atom in alkyl halide. Elimination of leaving group. In SN2 reactions of alkyl halides, the halogen atom ultimately leaves the transition state in the form of negative halide ion to form the final product. The more easily the halide ion is eliminated, the more the rate of reaction. The ease with which halide ion is eliminated depends upon its basicity. The weaker the base, the better it would be the leaving group. Now, the order of increasing basic strength of halide ions is iodine, then bromine, then chlorine, then fluorine. Therefore, the order of ease of elimination of leaving group would be the same. Hence, the order of reactivity of alkyl halides having different halogen is Ri, then Rbr, then Rcl, then Rf. Now, nature of nucleophilic reagent. Since the transition state is an SN2 reaction is formed by the attack of nucleophilic reagent on alkyl halide, stronger the nucleophilic reagent, more rapid would be SN2 reaction. The decreasing order of the strength of a few common nucleophilic reagent is Cn, then Ro, then OH, then CH3COO minus, then H2O. Nature of solvent. In SN2 reaction, the transition state is less polar than the reactants because in the transition state the negative charge is dispersed over different atoms. Therefore, use of polar solvents help solvate the reactants more strongly than the transition state. As such, the polarity of the solvent slows down the rate of SN2 reaction to some extent. Unimolecular nucleophilic substitution, that is SN1. According to this mechanism, the reaction is considered as taking place in two steps. The first step is a slow and reversible one involving dissociation of alkyl halide to alkyl carbocation and halide ion. The second step is fast one, which involves reaction between alkyl carbocation and hydroxyl ion to yield an alcohol. This mechanism requires that the rate of reaction should be determined solely by the rate of the first step, which is the slow step. In other words, the rate at which alcohol is formed should depend upon the concentration of alkyl halide alone and should be independent of the concentration of hydroxyl ion. That is, rate depends upon K and Rx. It is obvious from expression that the reaction follows first order kinetics. Since such nucleophilic substitution reactions which take place in two stages, but the rate determining step involves only one molecule are known as unimolecular nucleophilic substitution or SN1 reaction. Thus, the alkaline hydrolysis of tert butyl bromide take place through unimolecular mechanism as depicted below. The reaction is undoubtedly SN1 type as the first step involving only one molecule is the rate determining step and the rate of reaction is proportional to concentration of tert butyl bromide alone according to equation 5.2. The energy required to break the carbon and bromine bond in the slow rate determining step is supplied by the formation of ion dipole interactions between the two kinds of ions and the solvent. Once the carbon halogen bond is broken, the carbocation formed rapidly combine with hydroxyl ions to yield the alcohol. The energy profile diagram of the reaction is given in the figure 5.2. From the above diagram, it may be seen that the reaction involves the transition state. TSI is involved in the formation of carbocation intermediate, while TS2 is involved in the combination of carbocation intermediate and OH ion. Since ACT for the first transition state is much more than the of second transition state, it is evident that the formation of carbocation intermediate constitutes the slow rate determining step of the reaction. Rearrangements in SN1 reaction. Reactions taking place by SN1 mechanism frequently give rearranged product. This is because this reaction involves carbocation intermediates which are known to rearrange to form more stable carbocation wherever possible. For example, the hydrolysis of 2-bromo-3-methylbutane through SN1 mechanism leads to the formation of rearranged product 2-methyl-2-butanol by rearrangement of the intermediate secondary carbocation to tertiary carbocation. Stereochemistry of SN1 reaction. Let us consider the stereochemical consequences of an SN1 mechanism. The carbocation intermediate formed in the first step of an SN reaction has a flat structure since the positively charged carbon is in an sp2 hybridized state. Now, attachment of the attacking nucleophile species, say OH- to the carbocation, step 2, can occur on either face of this flat ion as shown ahead. In reaction involving optically active alkyl halides, attack of the nucleophilic subspecies on one face of the carbocation would naturally yield an enantiomer of the compound formed by the attack on the other face. As such, the product obtained should be a racemic modification. The two enantiomers being expected to be formed in equal amounts in actual practice. However, complete racemization does not take place. This is possible because the nucleophilic species attack the carbocation even before the departing halide and ion has moved sufficiently away from the carbocation. In this position, the negatively charged halide ion shields the carbocation from attack on the front side, that is the same side as was the halogen. Consequently, attack on the front side, which leads to a product with the same configuration as the reactant, is somewhat hindered. By the same argument, attack on the backside, which leads to inversion of configuration, is somewhat preferred. This means that the actual product would no doubt consist of a mixture of an enantiomer, but the enantiomer with inverted configuration would predominate. In other words, the product formed would be partially racemized. For instance, the hydrolysis of -2 bromo-octane under conditions where concentration of OH- ion is low follows an SN1 mechanism and yields a partially racemized product. Factors influencing the occurrence and rates of SN1 reaction. The main factor which influence are nature of alkyl group and alkyl halide. The rate determining step of an SN1 reaction is the formation of carbocation. Therefore, the relative reactivities of alkyl halides may be expected to be the same as order of ease of formation and relative stabilities of carbocation. This is indeed found to be so in keeping with the known order of relative stability of carbocation. The order of relative reactivity of alkyl halide is tertiary halide, then secondary, then primary, then methyl halides. Thus, unlike SN2 reaction, the relative reactivity of alkyl halide are mainly determined by electronic factor. Nature of halogen atom in alkyl halides. Ease of elimination of leaving group. In SN1 reaction, the formation of carbocation, which is the rate determining step of the reaction, involves the elimination of halide ion. It is quite understandable that the better the leaving group, the more easily the carbocation will be formed. As the order of ease of elimination of leaving group is iodine, then bromine, then chlorine, then fluorine, the order of reactivity of alkyl halides having different halogen is Ri, then Rbi, then Rcl, then Rf. It may be pointed out that with respect to halogen, the order of reactivity of alkyl halide is the same in both SN2 and SN1 reactions. Nature of nucleophilic reagent. Since the nucleophilic reagent is not involved in the rate determining step of SN1 reaction, its nature does not influence the rate of reaction. Nature of the solvent. Nature of the solvent plays a very important role in the occurrence of SN1 reaction. This is because polarity of the solvent is crucial to the ease of formation of carbocation from alkyl halides. In case of SN1 reaction, ionization of an alkyl halide takes place only because almost the whole of energy required to reach the transition state during ionization is supplied by the formation of dipole-dipole bond between the solvent and the polar transition state. It is obvious that the higher the polarity of the solvent, the stronger the solvation forces and the faster the ionization. Comparative survey of SN2 and SN1 reaction. It is clear from the foregoing discussion that while primary alkyl halides generally react by an SN2 mechanism, tertiary alkyl halides generally follow SN1 mechanism. Secondary alkyl halide can react by both mechanisms. However, it must be noted that reaction pathway can be varied by changing the other reaction condition as summed up below. Nature of the nucleophilic reagent. The nature of nucleophilic reagent is an important factor in determining the actual mechanism of a reaction. Generally speaking, strongly nucleophilic reagents such as OH and RO- favor SN2 mechanism since they can push halogen away from the molecule of an alkyl halide. On the other hand, weak nucleophilic reagents such as ethyl alcohol and water tend to favor SN1 mechanism as it is easier for them to attack the carbocation already formed. Concentration of the nucleophilic reagent. It is quite reasonable to expect that high concentration of the nucleophilic reagent would favor SN2 mechanism while low concentration would favor SN1 mechanism. Nature of the solvent. The nature of the solvent plays a very important role in determining the mechanism by which a reaction occurs. This is because polarity of the solvent is crucial to the ease of formation of carbocation from alkyl halides in SN1 reaction. Therefore, as already explained above, solvents of high polarity favors SN1 mechanism while solvents of low polarity favor SN2 mechanism. Depending upon the factors listed below, the reaction may be proceed by SN1 or SN2 mechanisms, while mechanisms operates in a particular case can be ascertained on the basis of kinetic studies of the reaction. Now, distinguish features of SN1 and SN2 mechanism. SN1 and SN2. Follow first order kinetics, follow second order kinetics. Two-step reaction involve carbocation intermediate. Single step reaction which occurs through transition state. The nucleophilic can attack the carbon carrying the halogen both on the back and front side. The attack takes exclusively from the back side. In case of optically active alkyl halides, partial racemization take place. Complete inversion of configuration take place. Reaction rate is determined mainly by electronic factors. Reaction rate is determined mainly by steric factor. Rearranged product can be formed. No rearrangement is possible. Order of reactivity is tertiary, then secondary, then primary, then methyl. And in SN2 it is the reverse. Favored by mild nucleophiles, favored by strong nucleophiles. Favored by solvent of high polarity, favored by solvent of low polarity. Now we will discuss elimination reaction E2 and E1 mechanisms. While discussing the mechanism of dehydrohallucination, a typical elimination reaction of alkyl halides, it was stated that the reaction takes place by single-step biomolecular process. It should, however, be noted that this is not the only possible mechanism of elimination reaction of alkyl halides. Like the nucleophilic substitution reaction, the elimination reaction of alkyl halide may also follow two different mechanisms. These two mechanisms called E2 and E1 mechanisms are rather closely related to SN2 and SN1 mechanism. E1 mechanism. This mechanism involves a single-step biomolecular elimination process. It is assumed that the attacking base removes a proton from a beta carbon with the simultaneous loss of halide ion from the alpha carbon and the formation of an additional bond between the two carbon. The reaction obviously follows second order kinetics, and the rate of reaction depends upon the concentration of both hydroxyl ions and alkyl halide. Structural factors. Structural inferences on E2 reactions have been carefully investigated for a given alkyl group. The rate of elimination varies with the nature of X in the order Ri, then Rb, then Rcl, then Rf. For a given X, size of elimination follows the order tertiary halide, then secondary halide, then primary halide. Unlike SN2 reactions, E2 reactions are not appreciably influenced by steric factors and take place easily with tertiary halides. The E2 reactions are, however, generally brought about by rather strong bases. In case of alkyl halides having unsymmetrical R groups like terse amyl chloride, it is possible to have two or more different alkenes formed depending upon which beta hydrogen is removed by the attacking base. Generally speaking, E2 elimination reaction tend to yield the most stable alkene, which is usually the most highly substituted. E1 mechanism. This mechanism operates through a two-step process in which the rate determining step involves only one molecule. It is believed that in the first step, which is a slow rate determining step, the alkyl halide dissociates into halide ion and carbocation as in SN1 reaction. In the second step, which is a fast one, the carbocation loses a proton to the base and forms the alkene. The complete mechanism may be depicted as below. It is obvious the reaction follows first order kinetics as the rate determining step involves only one molecule. The rate of the reaction is independent of the concentration of base and varies only with the concentration of alkyl halides. Many secondary and tertiary alkyl halides undergo even type of elimination in solution of low base concentration. Structural factors. Structural influences of E1 reaction are similar to those for the SN1 reactions. For a given alkyl group, the order of reactivities of different alkyl halides is Ri, then Rb, then Rcl, then Rf. For the same halogen, the ease of elimination is in the order tertiary halides, then secondary halides, then primary halides. It should be noted that unlike SN2 and SN1 reaction, the order of reactivity of alkyl halides in both E2 and E1 reaction is the same. Like E2 elimination, E1 elimination also tend to favor the formation of more stable or highly substituted alkene in case of alkyl halides, where elimination can take place in more than one direction. Substitution versus elimination. It has been already stated that alkyl halides can undergo both substitution and elimination reaction. Moreover, the reagents which bring about the two types of reaction, that is nucleophilic reagents and bases, are essentially similar to each other. All nucleophilic reagents are basic and all bases are nucleophilic. In other words, the same reagent can bring about elimination and substitution reaction of alkyl halides. As such, substitution and elimination reaction of alkyl halides usually proceed simultaneously in competition with each other. For example, in the reaction of ethyl chloride with sodium hydroxide, elimination to give ethyl competes with substitution to give ethyl alcohol. It is therefore important that in synthetic work we should be able to have as much control as possible over the relative proportions of the possible product. This can be done in the light of various factors which influence the occurrence and ratio of two types of reaction. These factors have already been discussed in detail earlier. However, a brief description of their role in substitution versus elimination is below. Biomolecular substitution and elimination, SN2 and E2. The transition states formed in these two steps of reaction are different from each other. Therefore, it is possible to influence the ratio of substitution and elimination product by varying the structure and solvation factor. Nature of alkyl group. For alkyl halide containing the same halogen, the order of SN2 is 1 degree, then 2 degree, then 3 degree. On the other hand, in E2 reaction, the order of reactivity is opposite. Thus, E2 reaction is increasingly favored as we change from primary to secondary to a tertiary alkyl halide. Even for alkyl halides belonging to the same class and containing the same halogen, the size of alkyl group and branching at beta carbon atom influence the relative rates of SN2 and E2 reaction due to steric hindrance. With the increase in the size of alkyl group and or increased branching at beta carbon atom, steric hindrance increases, and this in turn slows down SN2 reaction. As a result, the proportion of elimination product increases. Nature of halogen atom. For the same alkyl group, the nature of halogen atom does not significantly alter the substitution or elimination ratio. Nature of attacking reagent. SN2 reactions are favored by strong nucleophiles, while E2 reactions are favored by strong bases. In general, strong nucleophiles are strong bases as well. Therefore, elimination reaction competes strongly with substitution reaction. However, if the reagent used is a strong nucleophile but a weak base, substitution is favored over elimination. Nature of solvent. Both SN2 and E2 reactions are favored by solvents of low polarity. However, with decreasing polarity, elimination is favored to greater extent. Effect of temperature. Higher temperature favors E2 over SN2 reaction. Unimolecular substitution and elimination reaction SN1 and E1. Nature of alkyl halide. As already studied, the first step in both this reaction is the heterolytic cleavage of carbon halogen bond of alkyl halide to form the carbocation. It is the second step that the two reactions follow different paths. In the substitution reaction, in the substitution reaction, the attacking reagent attacks the carbon to bring about nucleophilic substitution, while in elimination reaction takes place at hydrogen to yield the alkene to show below. It is therefore obvious that substitution or elimination reaction will depend upon the relative ratio of second step in the two cases. In the substitution reaction, the least stable carbocation would be attacked most readily to yield the substitution product. Since the increasing order of stability of carbocation is 1 degree, then 2 degree, then 3 degree, the rate of substitution would be 1 degree, then 2 degree, then 3 degree. In elimination, the ease of loss of proton by the attack at hydrogen is determined by the stability of the alkene formed. In keeping with the order of stabilities of alkenes, the rate of elimination from the carbocation follows 3 degree greater than 2 degree than 1 degree. To sum up, it may be stated that as we change from primary to secondary to tertiary, the proportion of elimination product goes on increasing. Relative reactivity of alkyl halide with respect to alkyl halides. Allyl halides with respect to alkyl halides. Allyl halides CH2 double bond CH CH2X are monohalogen derivatives of alkanes in which the halogen atom is attached to carbon atom alpha to the carbon carbon double bond. They are found to be even more reactive than alkyl halides in nucleophilic substitution reaction. They can undergo both SN1 and SN2 reaction. To understand this, let us recall the reactivity in SN1 reaction is mainly determined by electronic factor, while the reactivity in SN2 is mainly governed by steric factors. The allyl group present in allyl halides represent a remarkable species. On the other hand, it can give rise to carbocation stabilized by dispersal of positive charge due to resonance. The stability of allyl carbocation is comparable to the stabilities of secondary and tertiary carbocation, which undergo dispersal of positive charge. On the other hand, the size of allyl group is just above as much as that of unbranched primary alkyl group. In other words, allyl halides are sterically similar to primary alkyl halides and do not hinder the approach of the nucleophile. Reactivity in SN1 reaction. Due to its resonance stabilization involve the dispersal of positive charge, allyl cation can be easily found from allyl halides. The net result is that, like secondary and tertiary alkyl halides, allyl halide undergo SN1 reaction readily. Reactivity in SN2 reaction. Since like primary alkyl halides does not offer steric hindrance to the approach of attacking nucleophile, it undergoes SN2 reaction with the same or even greater readiness with primary alkyl halides. Relative reactivities of vinyl halides with respect to alkyl halides. Vinyl halides CH2 double bond CHX are monohalogen derivative of alkene in which the halogen atom is attached to carbon carrying the double bond. The chemical behavior of vinyl halides is marked by lack of reactivity towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. This behavior is in sharp contrast to that of alkyl halides. Let us now try to see as to why the halogen is in vinyl halide is so inert towards nucleophilic substitution. Explanation based upon resonance. A vinyl halide is a resonance hybrid of two structures as depicted below. In case of vinyl chloride, as a result, the carbon halogen bond requires a partial double bond character due to contribution from structure. Thus, in contrast to alkyl halides, vinyl halides exist in the form of resonance stabilized molecule in which the halogen is firmly attached to the carbon. As such, the halogen in vinyl halide cannot be easily displaced by nucleophilic reagents. The above interruption of the low reactivity of vinyl halide is also supported by the dipole moment value. For instance, vinyl chloride has a dipole moment of only 1.4 diopter, while the dipole moment of alkyl chloride are of the order 2 to 2.2 diopter. This means that vinyl halides are much less polar than alkyl halide. This is obviously due to the fact that contributing structures such as of vinyl halide contain halogen carrying a positive charge. Contribution from such structures of electrons of carbon halogen bond towards the more electronegative halogen atom. Even though there is still a net displacement of electrons towards halogen in vinyl halides, it is less than in alkyl halide. This naturally inhibits the displacement of the halogen. Alternative explanation. There is another explanation also for the low reactivity of vinyl halides. The carbon carrying the halogen in vinyl halide is sp2 hybridized, while that in alkane is sp3 hybridized. Due to lesser effective size of sp2 hybridized carbon as compared to sp3, the carbon halogen bond in vinyl halide is shorter and stronger than the molecule, and the molecule is more stable. An idea of the bond length of carbon-halogen bond in vinyl alkyl halide may be had from the fact that CCl bond in vinyl chloride is 1.69 angstrom, while in alkyl chloride is 1.80 angstrom. This interpretation is also in line with less polar character of vinyl halide. It may be recalled that sp2 hybrid carbon atom is more electronegative than sp3. As such, the sp2 hybrid carbon of carbon halogen in vinyl halide is less willing to release the electron halogen, and consequently this bond is less polar. So now this was the end of the chapter, and now here are some illustrative conceptual questions with answer that the students are suggested to perform on their own. There are many questions like how many isomeric alkyl halides having the molecular formula C6H13Br are possible, and under certain conditions 0.4 molar solution of methyl iodide reacts with 0.8 molar sodium hydroxide at the rate of 0.04 moliliter inverse per second inverse. What would be the rate of if methyl iodide uses 0.1 molar, and alkyl halides react with aqueous KOH to form alcohol, but they react with alcoholic KOH to form alkene as major product explain. So there are many questions that the students are advised to do their own, and after that, after the conceptual question, there are some revision questions. There are some very short question answers, then there are some short questions, and there are some long type questions. So that was all for today's video. Thank you so much.